Hello everybody, welcome back to Apex Legends. Once again, I find myself sat on the menus. With a grease-filled throat today, apparently, because the pizza I just ate was fucking... yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna do the next part of the quest. So, here we go. Part 8. I think. Yep. I actually had to check, because my brain today has just been battered, I tell you. Anyway, yeah, Part 8, Air Support. Use the high ground to thin the herd. Good advice, thanks for that. We're landing in the cage again, aren't we, obviously? Right, well, off we go into the next part of the quest. So where we left off was a return to Skull Town, and Wraith taking Watson off to a solo place on her own, while everyone tries to sort out exactly who the mole is, why they ratted people, why they ratted Loba and everyone else out to Revenant, when in reality I think it's pretty damn simple. I don't get the feeling anyone has done. However, the broken ghost in and of themselves could also be responsible. But I think I know who is. But we'll see if I'm right. I've made my opinion pretty clear in past episodes as to what I think's going on. I'm not going to go over that again. Yeah, you just want to take a while to load this mission? Swamps, huh? Okay.
Ahead, we talk of victory and slaughter.
Always go with the classic if there's nothing else. Also, what the fuck am I getting this for? Seriously, this is a big build-up. Like, not to point out the obvious here, but I'm not missing a single golden item aside from the res shield. Use the high ground. Snipe from above or drop into the fight, your choice. Yeah, based on the fact that I'm alone, I'm gonna... yeah, I'm gonna,
The hunt begins.
they're all hiding, aren't they? The fuck? Yahoo, motherfuckers, it's time to move. Ah! Ah, we're good. Whew. Yeah, these later quests are a little challenging.
I have laid claim to the peace. Trust in the All-Father.
Be careful, the path may not be clear. Fat chance the path is clear. It's never gonna happen, is it? I'm stuck on a fucking ledge. This is why you got the beast of the hunt to get you out. Always gets you out of a tight spot, nice and easy. Oh boy. That was surprisingly one of the easier missions, if not still a close call. I don't know, just having that extra speed and the ability to outrun the prowlers is just too nice, you know? When you're not backed up by a squad, you can't exactly rely on fighting skills. Then again, if Ragtag can blast his way through the mission called the Pit with nothing but Mirage's heirloom, well, yeah, you get the idea. Alright, guess we're on to the next part of the story then. Ooh, that's very nice. The Unwavering Protector, Gibraltar. Long as I can remember, I called everyone who crossed my path brother. To me, we're all part of the brotherhood of humankind. Brother is family, and if there's one thing you always do for your family, it's protect them. Gibraltar will put this family back together, but first... Hey brother, why don't you come back inside for a drink? I don't think so. The balance has been restored, and its variables revealed. She is protected now from the hacker's distraction. That's what matters. I just feel bad, you know. I remember being their age, 21, 22, not a care in the world, doing whatever I want. You remember those days, Doc? I assure you we had very different life experiences. Damn it. I'm just saying, these kids, the legends, they face death all the time. They got more on their plate than we did at their age. I hate seeing them have to deal with even more piled on, you know? You know what I mean, Doc? I don't concern myself with the childish affairs of adolescence. Then you might want to concern yourself with this. I look out for the little guy. Always have, always will. You might think I'm just carefree, jolly old Gibraltar, but when it comes to bullies, I stand up. Ain't nothing gonna move me. You hear me, brother? I stared him down, don't even blink, don't have to, he holds the stare. What an insipid display of machismo. Perhaps you should consider it if what you protect is worth the energy. Can't say I take your meaning, brother. Consider Miss Paquette. She has a mind of pure, natural genius. Anything that distracts her from her work is a disservice, does a disservice to us all. Can I read today? Jesus. It is within my power to protect her time and energy for the greater good, so I take the necessary steps. She didn't ask for your help. But she asked for yours? Protection is one thing, manipulation is another. What you're offering is the last thing she needs. Interesting, coming from you, a sworn protector of the innocent, competing in a blood sport. He has you there, Gibraltar. I have to say, he actually has you. But then again, you always did have a rebellious streak, didn't you? This isn't about me. It's about you pulling strings that don't need pulling. Can I read today? Ugh. I am nothing more than an observer, a man of science, and that is what I wish to preserve. Crypto's influence on her head... What the hell am I even reading at this point? Jesus Christ. Let's just hit a big ol' reset button and try that again. Crypto's influence on her had to be stopped so that she may continue on her path to greatness. A loss of her life would be a loss for science itself. You told Revenant what we were doing just to keep Crypto away from Watson? I told Revenant everything because Loba Andrade was digging into our pasts and unearthing skeletons best kept buried. When I saw the bond forming between Crypto and Miss Paquette, I took action to cement my innocence and ensure she stays the course. Multiple birds, one stone. You require confession? Here it is. I did it. I'm the mole. Are you satisfied now? How do you sleep at night? Soundly, I assure you. She stays focused on her work, and technology continues to progress. I'm sure that you can appreciate that. A temporary broken heart is a small price to pay. A temporarily broken heart, I should say. You're hurting innocent folks. When is he ever not? His backstory is killing a load of other scientists to test thanatology theories. Those who contribute less, who are less. You can try to protect them, but in the end they will fall. And you will be left with nothing. We're all worth something. Even you, brother. I know we're stronger together. Do you? Perhaps you should look at the evidence laid before you, rather than ascribe blindly to your own banal fantasies. I think that's banal. It might be banal, I'm not sure. I actually have not seen that word before. Do forgive me if I fucked it up. I fucked up many a thing this time, but that is actually one that's genuinely stumping. The Doc gets himself a bit too close for even my comfort. They're all gone, Gibraltar. Off on their own separate ways. Alone with no one to protect them. And I hate being the bearer of tragedy, but they don't give a damn about each other. They never will. I won't step back, and I won't back down. He doesn't win this. I ain't gonna stop looking for the sunshine. No matter what cloud gets in my way, Gibraltar will bring them back. They'll come. Faith. Fascinating. He chuckles as he leaves. The Doc's got a way of getting in your head, I'll give him that much. But he's wrong. He has to be wrong. And I have to prove it. So I put the call out. Every member of the team meet back at the bar. I know they'll come. We're better together. They know that. I hope. The bar's pretty empty. Quiet. Hard to ignore the minutes ticking by. I'm no stranger to dark times, but I know there's always some crack of light that makes its way through. All you gotta do is find it. And that's when the door opens. Good. Someone with a brain. I need you to look at this. Bloodhound came back with another piece. The parietal shell? Yeah, parietal, right? Or the parietal? I actually don't know that one either. Stumped me again, Apex. Is it just me, or are we just building one of Revenant's heads? Maybe it belongs to Shadow Revenant that rules over the other canyon. Sounded like he was losing his head. God damn it, Gibraltar. All this for a damn duplicate? What a joke. I don't know. I think that head's got one more surprise up its sleeve. We'll figure it out after the others get here. Don't expect that. They've all scattered off to get the last piece on their own. Finish this nightmare for good. They're not coming? What about you? No one's coming, G. I'm getting flashbacks to friggin' Fresh Prince of Bel-Air here. No one's coming, G, and I got somewhere else to be. You got this? Yeah, I guess. Where else could she be going armed like that? Unless... You're going to her, aren't you? I don't speak in riddles, G. You're going to help Loba. Look, she's still in trouble and I want her gone. But no one goes down on my watch. It's my fault she's in this mess. Either I bring Loba back alive, or the Sim back dead? You're really taking Loba's side in this? I suppose you do say that Revenant makes you want to side with Forge, so I guess you really do hate the man. Either way, this ends tonight. And there it is. Ever so small, the crack of light better together. It'll shine bright another day. And lastly, we have the broken ghost. So, I've now forged the entirety of the head. What could be the last part? The parietal shell. Dense battery array along ridge would have provided emergency backup power to the entire assembly in event of primary power loss, likely for weeks or months. Sensor packs on either side gave wide spectrum audio pickup and localized spatial feedback. Is this one of Revenant's heads, or is this someone else's? I can tell you right now, this is probably someone else's. That mask, that face, that ain't Revenant's. Whoever's this is, well, it sure as shit isn't who people thought it was when Loba first told them to get it. I am curious as to what the last part will be. My guess is probably this part. I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. But as for the last part of the good old Season 5 quest here, that's going to come along tomorrow. I'm going to kick off my weekend with unwinding with the rest of the quest. Because it just feels like a really good way to do it, you know? This story really grips me. It's really cool. And I'll be a bit gutted when it's over. But Season 6 should have another one of these if this is anything to go by. And if it doesn't, well, people are just going to be disappointed, aren't they? So, yeah, let's hope that Respawn have got a next season storyline already on the wind-up or ready to go. Because if Season 6 doesn't have a story, at least I know I'll be disappointed. But this story's been really gripping. The way that it's come across is very much like a storybook. The fact that it brings in everyone's perceptions, well, it just makes it more of an insight into every legend and a little bit of backstory into how relationships work. Why do I get the feeling that somewhere in the wiki right now, someone's just trying to build up a relationships, like, spider's web of just showing who hates, likes, and tolerates each other? Because it seems like something that people might do. Anyway, until tomorrow and the last part of this quest, I'll be seeing you.